Have you ever wondered why your knees ache more as you get older? Even if you haven't overdone it, had an accident, or carried anything heavy, you are not alone. So many people over 65 feel their knees are wearing out for no apparent reason. Every time you stand up, sit down, or climb a single step, your knees seem to groan, like they're ready to quit on you. The irony is, you might think you need to rest more, to walk more gently. But that very thing is why your knee pain keeps getting worse. According to top orthopedic specialists in the United States, there's a little-known truth. Knee pain often doesn't start in the knee joint itself. It comes from three muscle groups located above your knee, the silent workers that keep your knee stable, supported, and aligned every single day. And when those muscles get weak, your knee joint is essentially left to fend for itself, forced to bear the entire load under pressure. But you know what the good news is. You do not need pills, you do not need injections, and you do not need the gym. With just a few minutes each day focused on these three specific muscle groups, you can noticeably reduce pain, walk more easily, and even reclaim the stability you lost long ago. In today's video, I'm going to share with you an orthopedic secret, how they help their older patients overcome chronic knee pain, not with a scalpel, but with the power of their own bodies. We will go through three muscle groups, the quadriceps, the hip flexors, and the gluteus medius. Each muscle is a piece of the recovery puzzle, and I will show you how to understand them, activate them correctly, and train them safely and effectively at home. If you are ready, stick with me for the next few minutes, because the end includes a simple test that will tell you which muscle group is weakest on your body right now. And if you find this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so we can meet again on our next recovery journeys. Now let's get started. Group 1, the quadriceps, stabilizing and reducing pressure on the knee joint. Many older adults think their knee pain comes from the knee itself, but did you know one of the most common reasons for knee damage is located just above it, specifically the quadriceps muscle group at the front of your thigh. When this muscle group weakens, all the pressure from walking, standing, or sitting gets funneled directly into your knee joint. With no cushion, no support, the knee must carry your full body weight, leading to pain, inflammation, and arthritis. There is one thing orthopedic specialists always emphasize. Strong quadriceps are your knee's best friend. They help stabilize your knees, keep the joint from shifting, and absorb much of the impact when you move. It is like the shock absorbers on an old car. If the suspension fails, every little bump makes the whole car shudder. Your knees are the same. If your quads are weak, every footstep can feel like a jolt. I want to tell you about David, 73 years old, living in Oregon. He had knee pain so bad he couldn't get out of a chair without using his hands. At his checkup, the doctor found his knee wasn't as damaged as he thought, but his quadriceps were barely firing. After just 3 weeks of simple chair exercises, like seated knee extensions and gentle leg lifts, David could stand up more easily without pushing off and could even slowly climb stairs without holding the handrail. The good news is you do not need a gym. You can start right from home with the very chair you're sitting in. First exercise, the 5-second knee extension. Sit up straight, slowly lift one leg until it is level with your hip, hold for 5 seconds, then lower it, 10 times per leg. This exercise activates your quads without pressuring your knee. Do this every morning, you will feel the strength returning. Want to know where you stand? Try sitting in a chair and standing up without using your hands. If you struggle or if your knees tremble, your quadriceps are weakening, and it's time for you to take action. Do not wait until it hurts to start, because when your quads are strong, your knees are light, and every step is a step toward freedom. Now we will continue with the second muscle group, equally important and often forgotten. Group 2, the hip flexors, helping control smooth leg movement. Do you ever feel like your legs are heavy, difficult to lift when you walk? Does every step up a curb feel like your legs are not as nimble as before? It's very possible you have weak hip flexors, a group of muscles deep in your lower abdomen, connecting your spine to your thigh bone. This muscle group acts as the central hinge, controlling the motion of lifting and bending your leg to step forward. When it weakens, you cannot step smoothly. Each step becomes awkward, slow, less flexible, and can even cause sharp pain in your groin or lower back. This is one of the most neglected muscle groups as we age, because it is not as visible as your calves or thighs. But physical therapists all agree. When your hip flexors are weak, your entire movement system becomes sluggish. You not only walk with difficulty, but you are also more prone to tripping, have trouble standing straight, and lose your balance when turning or stepping over obstacles. I remember Maria, 76 years old in California. She used to love walking around her neighborhood every morning. But then she started feeling one foot landing lower than the other, sometimes as if it were dragging on the ground. Her doctor checked and found her right hip flexor was almost inactive. She then began a series of gentle exercises, lying on the floor, lifting one leg up, then lowering it very slowly for 10 reps. The result: after 2 weeks, her steps were lighter, her back hurt less, and she could get on the bus without help. You can do a simple exercise just like that. No mat, no equipment. Just lie on your back in bed, bend one knee, and keep the other leg straight. Then slowly lift it about 12 inches off the bed. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Then lower it. This move awakens your hip flexors safely and effectively. Want to check if your hip flexors are weak? Stand up straight and lift one knee as if you are about to step onto a high step. If you cannot hold it long, lose your balance, or need to hold on, your hip flexors are calling for help. Strong hip flexors help you lift your legs easily, walk confidently, and avoid dangerous situations like tripping or stumbling. Do not wait until you can no longer walk. Proactively care for this silent muscle group starting today. And now we will move on to the final unsung hero in our knee protecting trio. The one that keeps your knee on the right path, in the right direction, and prevents it from buckling as you move. If you are still watching and finding this helpful, drop a 2 in the comments below to let me know. And if you have not subscribed yet, I would really encourage you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss new videos. Your support helps us continue creating more useful and inspiring content. Group 3, the gluteus medius, maintaining balance and aligning the knee while walking and standing. There is a muscle so critical that if it weakens, your knee will immediately go off track. Yet very few people know about it. The gluteus medius. This muscle is on the side of your hip, running from your pelvis to your outer thigh. It is the director behind the scenes, keeping your knee from caving inward or bowing outward when you take a step. When the gluteus medius is weak, every step you take carries the risk of misaligning your knee joint, leading to cartilage wear, arthritis, and chronic knee pain. This is why many people, despite having no falls or injuries, still get knee pain from walking on a flat surface. Because the knee is no longer being kept in line, but instead shifts slightly with each step. Like a door with a loose hinge, the more you open it, the more it will squeak and creak until it finally breaks. I once spoke with Jim, 70 years old from Arizona. He had no idea his gluteus medius was weak until he started feeling more pain in his left knee when walking, especially downhill. A physical therapist had him walk down a hallway and videotaped him. The results showed his left hip dropped every time his left foot stepped, a classic sign of a weak gluteus medius. He then started doing side leg raises, lifting his leg out to the side. The exercise, though simple, changed the way he walked in just 3 weeks. You do not need any equipment or a gym. Just stand next to a wall for balance, lift one leg out to the side, hold for 5 seconds, and then lower it. Doing 10 reps on each side daily, you are slowly rebuilding the hinge for both your legs. Want to know if your gluteus medius is working correctly? Try standing on one leg, balancing for 10 seconds. If you have to tilt or wobble constantly, that is a warning sign. The gluteus medius not only keeps you steady, but it also protects your knee from misalignment, like the rudder on a boat. Without it, you cannot go far without drifting off course. And when this muscle group grows strong again, you will be surprised how much quieter your knee feels, no longer complaining after every trip to the store, climbing stairs, or standing in the kitchen. That is the power of balance, something we sometimes do not see, but always feel when it is gone. We have just gone through 3 seemingly small muscle groups, but they hold the key to your leg's freedom: the quadriceps, the hip flexors, and the gluteus medius. You might have thought knee pain was an unavoidable part of aging, but the truth is when the muscles around your knees are activated correctly, the pain can gradually subside, and every step can feel as light as it once did. The wonderful thing is you do not need to change your whole life to see results. Just a few minutes each day with these simple, gentle exercises, you are giving yourself a chance to live more comfortably, independently, and with less reliance on others. I want to invite you today to pick just one exercise we mentioned. Whether it is the seated knee extension, the leg lift while lying down, or standing on one leg for 10 seconds. Just see how your body responds. You will be surprised to realize your body still has so much capacity to recover. It is just waiting for you to take action. If you have ever felt discouraged by persistent knee pain, if you have given up activities you love for fear of falling or fatigue, then this is your moment to start again, gently and safely. Because it is never too late to take care of yourself. It is never too late to reclaim the independence you deserve. I hope this video has given you a new perspective, not just on your knees, but on your own ability to heal. If you learned something useful today, please share it in the comments below, so that I and others can also learn from you. Your small action could be a huge source of encouragement for someone in need. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you will not miss our next share. Your support is the motivation for us to continue making practical health content for older adults. Thank you for staying until the very end. I will see you in the next video, where we will continue our journey of keeping this body healthy, strong, and full of hope, regardless of age.